Before Egypt built pyramids, before Greece birthed democracy, before Rome ruled the world, there was Sumer, a land between two rivers. A people who looked at mud, stars, and silence, and invented everything. Writing, cities, laws, schools, beer, religion, bureaucracy, even the 60-minute hour. This is the story of the Sumerians, not just the first civilization, but the blueprint for all civilizations that followed. It began over 6,000 years ago, in the scorched, swampy floodplains of southern Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq. No mountains, no forests, no precious metals, just mud and two great rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates. And yet, from this barren land rose humanity's first cities: Uruk, Ur, Lagash, Nippur, Eridu, populations of 40,000, massive temples called ziggurats piercing the sky, canals stretching for miles, kings claiming divine right, scribes pressing wedge-shaped marks into clay, the world's first writing, cuneiform. Why here? Why them? Because the Sumerians didn't wait for gods to save them. They engineered survival. When the rivers flooded unpredictably, they built levees and canals. When drought came, they stored grain. When tribes clashed, they built walls and invented warfare as state policy. When trade grew complex, they created accounting and then writing to track sheep, grain, and silver. When people asked, "Why are we here?" they wrote myths, like the Epic of Gilgamesh, the first great story of human fear, friendship, and the search for immortality. Their society? Shockingly modern. City-states, each with its own king, temple, army, and patron god. Think ancient Athens, but 2,000 years earlier. Priest-kings, rulers who claimed to speak for the gods, but answered to councils of elders and merchants. Schools, yes, schools. Young scribes spent years memorizing 600-plus cuneiform signs. Mistakes, beatings, success, prestige, legal codes. Long before Hammurabi, Sumerians had laws punishing theft, adultery, even bad construction. Math and time, base 60 system. That's why we have 60 seconds, 60 minutes, 360 degrees in a circle. Beer, brewed daily, paid as wages, offered to gods. Drink beer was literally written on clay tablets. Their gods? Fearsome, unpredictable, demanding. Anu, Skyfather. Enlil, storm god, king of the gods. Enki, god of wisdom, water and mischief. Inanna, goddess of love, war, and power, the first complex female deity in history. Temples weren't just holy places, they were economic engines. They owned land, stored grain, employed thousands. Priests weren't just spiritual guides, they were accountants, astronomers, and administrators. Religion and state? One and the same. But Sumer's greatest gift, the written word. In 3400 BCE, a scribe in Uruk pressed a reed into wet clay and changed human destiny. First, simple tallies, then names, then contracts, then prayers, then stories. The Epic of Gilgamesh, a tale of a king who fears death, befriends a wild man, battles monsters, and learns, life which you look for you will not find. It's haunting, human, timeless. Yet, Sumer didn't last. By 2000 BCE, they were gone, not from plague or apocalypse, but from assimilation. Invaders came, Akkadians, Babylonians, Assyrians, but instead of destroying Sumerian culture, they absorbed it. They spoke Sumerian in schools, copied its hymns, worshipped its gods, used its laws. Sumer didn't die. It became the foundation. Its language faded, but its ideas lived on. When you check the time, thanks Sumer. When you sign a contract, thanks Sumer. When you read a story, thanks Sumer. When you sip beer, definitely thanks Sumer. Today, if you walk through the ruins of Ur, beneath the baking Iraqi sun, you will see the ziggurat still standing, cracked, silent, but not forgotten. Archaeologists still dig here, brushing dust off tablets that whisper, "I am the king. I built this temple. I defeated my enemies. Remember me." We do, Your Majesty, because without Sumer, there is no us. They were the first to build cities, the first to write laws, the first to ask, "Who are we? Why are we here?" And in doing so, they taught humanity how to be civilized. Sumer was real. So is our series. The first episode of our series is live now on a streaming service. Watch it today.